Hi guys, I'm gonna make this short video showing you guys about the sealing for those sensor. I'm trying to seal it up again. First is the oil pressure sensor on the left side of the back of the engine. Secondly, I'm trying to install and clean up the right side crankshaft position sensor. So let's talk about sealing the thread on the um, oil pressure sensor. This is the right sealing for the oil pressure sensor. Okay, this is the right. It's called Loctite PST 592 thread sealant. High temperature. Make sure it's high temperature because that's the sensor is right on the block, so it's really hot. So it's high temperature, right? And this tube is about 0.20 fluid ounce, 6 millimeter, 6 milliliter, you know, and it's on eBay for like $7, free shipping, 30-day warranty. So make sure you get uh, this right thread sealing. This sealing is actually the right sealing for the oil pressure sensor that I'm trying to fix because the old mechanic they put in Teflon tape and they say it's okay, which is wrong, which is not right. You don't supposed to put Teflon tape on the oil pressure sensor, okay? That's why the oil leaks after a while, and Teflon tape will get into the engine. Same like if you use regular RTV will get hardened over time, and those hardened RTV stuff will get into the engine when you try to take it out and try to pry it out. But this is non-hardened thread sealant. Uh, it's more than RTV, okay? Just way better than the regular RTV. This is the purpose. That's what you use for thread sealant. And believe it or not, guys, it's on eBay. There's like a $20. It's a bigger tube, 50 millimeter for like $20. I'm thinking about ordering it, or I can find some on eBay. I mean, in Napa, I can find some of those Loctite um, thread sealant at Napa or O'Reilly or any auto parts store that I can find. Now, let's go out to my car engine and I'm gonna show you more about RTV and what RTV silicone I should use on both of those sensor because it's a little complicated if you don't know which the right RTV and sealing you should use for those sensor. Okay, now here I have it all here to do my tune up with my oil and all that, the sensor. So I probably gonna use um, blue RTV. I see it's sensor safe. Blue RTV silicone. I'm probably gonna use this on my crankshaft position sensor, and this is called Steelman Security Seal. This is the seal stuff that you actually put it on the oil drain plug. After you tighten the oil drain plug, put this around the outside thread or on the thread you want it to. This is ultra black RTV. Most of the time, sometimes you say ultra black that has sensor safe. I will use this on any sensor really, um, if it's sensor safe. I will use this on that crankshaft position sensor on the, I'll show you when I get under the car. And this is the professional red RTV silicone gasket maker. This is high temperature. This is actually pretty good for like um, around the engine when you put it together. Like this is good for oil pan too. Seal up the oil pan, seal up the water pump, you know, but not the oil pump. The oil pump we need something like this, anaerobic sealing. This sealing is a little bit soft. It's soft liquid than the regular RTV like this one, like the red, the ultra black, and the blue. Okay, they are a little bit thicker. Uh, but anyway, when I was talking about, let's get down here with this down here my car. I'm gonna put it down here so I can show you guys while I'm down there what to put. Okay, so I'm getting down to my car here, and I'm gonna show you guys, continue showing you guys how it is and where I'm at with these sensor here. A minute ago with the last video I showed you guys with this crankshaft position sensor, it has an O-ring in there, and I really need to clean it up. The old O-ring is in there. Okay, and I'm gonna call a dealer tomorrow, see if they have an O-ring for it, get a new one. If not, I'm gonna clean this up and then clean all the oil around this sensor, and use some I think I'm gonna use some the black the blue RTV around this area right here, but not around the sensor. Okay, this is the sensor part right here. You don't want any RTV around the silver part. Just gonna be around the outside here, around the edge right here, just to seal it up with this mating right here. I'm just gonna seal that matting up with this matting right here, the block matting right here. Yeah, just those two sides, this mat right there and this back side right here, all around that O-ring, uh, behind the O-ring too. So I'm gonna put blue RTV, which is sensor safe, so it's pretty good for this purpose here. And I mean, you can use ultra black RTV, but it has to be, you know, sensor safe to be the best bet. So and I'm thinking about putting some anirobic sealant, because since it's really thin, and it might work for, like, you know, thin spot like that. But no, you just use something, use blue RTV first. Okay, try it all. If it still leaks, use the other kind, but it shouldn't. By that time it shouldn't. Now let's get back to over here at the oil pressure sensor right there. That's the thread right there, and the mechanic put tape on tape, which is, man, which is the wrong idea that he put tape on tape. You see it now? He put tape on it, which is really, really wrong. I mean, right there, that thread, you can just put anti-seize, like one of the manager at AutoZone told me. But the right way to put is the Loctite 529 high temperature thread sealant that I show you guys on eBay. You know, that's the right sealant for it. Okay, I would order that, or find it in Napa like tomorrow, and if I find it, I'll do it again. But so far it's not a big deal right now. It's not like leaking. I know it's like leaking from the back of the connection, like right there. It's like leaking from the back of the connection, which I found it really, really weird why it does that. So I'm thinking, you know, it's because of my engine oil pressure. So I'm gonna rent a tool to test the oil pressure soon to see how my engine oil pressure is, and check on the compression, oil pressure compression, and I'm gonna check on the valves and all that. Like, I have to eventually, well, this car you can't really adjust the valve because it has a hydraulic. The only thing I can do is change the lifter on the top of the engine head, and I mean, there's YouTube videos show you how to adjust the valve, and, you know, and all that. But if I can, I'll do that too. But I don't think it's gonna be a big deal until I hear like a big knock up there. If it's like a big knock, then I know it's the lifter that goes out, because I'm using old lifter anyway. The lifter could be costly because there'll be like 16 of them. Uh, so that's my plan, guys. Tomorrow, call the dealer, check on the O-ring. If they have for a couple of bucks, I'll get that. Clean this area up with brake cleaner. Clean it good with alcohol, brake cleaner, and then alcohol. That's what I would use. And all this oil around here, clean it all good. And I'm gonna try to use ultra blue RTV around this edge first, and tighten it back on. Now the bolts, you know, I'm gonna tighten it back on. It cannot be loose. Like when I took it out, it was really loose. So I think that's the main problem too, why it's leaking. Um, but the mechanic, I mean, they didn't tighten it up, and they sure don't know about using the new O-ring, because all they know is just put it back together, put all the part back together. Whatever I have, I give it to them, and they put it back. They don't know about anything about if I should need a new O-ring or not, because they're a street mechanic. Wow, that's the very last time I would not hire or pay any street mechanic to work on my engine ever again. Tell you that for a fact. And keep it like that. You see this knock sensor? It's not leaking. It's doing pretty good. I mean, they taught it good. I mean, I don't know if he used any sealing or so, but they should use sealing on it, like you know, NTCs or something. I guess I haven't do research on that about the sealing on this knock sensor, but because it's not leaking, so there's no need to. So after that, I'm gonna clean this mess over here and put new oil in after I'm doing all this, and start the car up to see if the leak is still around the gasket area, the oil pan gasket, because it seemed like it has some oil around here too. So I don't know if the oil pan gasket is really leaks, you know. But I don't want to do it now because I seen the big problem is gonna be that right there. That's why I prevent all these leaks over here. And it makes me think it's my oil pan gasket and all this over here, the oil pump. Because the engine lean over this side too much, that's why the oil is like leaking over here. Make me think oil leak started from there. So it's pretty, um, it's really, difficult to find out where the leaks start until until I really examine it and, check it, have a good look around. So I find out the leak really started from up here at the crank position sensor. It's not tightened, you know, and it didn't seal up good, I guess. And that's why the oil leaks. It's leaked down here and it goes over here by the timing part size. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm gonna do next. So see my next video, what I'm gonna do next. All right, but this is it for now. See you tomorrow. Next time I'm making a video continuing this tune up. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm glad I found out the problem, the real main problem, and we'll see if it's gonna work after this, how it's gonna end up. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye now.